Our opportunity today was to work with the change makers, the NGO community, and really try to give them a flavor of how they need to function in a changing world. These are all organizations and individuals that are driven by their passion with lifelong commitment, and at times it becomes very hard for them to boil it down to one or two things that can resonate with an individual. But if you see from another spectrum, you're actually seeing NGOs themselves that are innovating through the use of technology, which is leading to new models. And that's the exposure that we were hoping that this audience walks away with.
In 2008, American foundations lost $200 billion in their endowment values. At the same time, the need both domestically and globally went up. And so it's not a question only what we do, but how we do it.
You just introduce yourself.
The increasing demand for compliance, financial reporting, quality systems, infrastructure is becoming so extraordinary that smaller and even mid-size cannot afford the infrastructure.
I think most people would say we probably have too many nonprofits, and at a time of limited resources, we need to figure out how can they identify common mission and identify collaboration in a way that will enhance that.
The question rather for us is not how can we drive and leverage technology out to emerging countries, it's how can we harvest and harness the technology that's already happening in emerging countries.
Even in the remote areas, people have cell phone. And it brings transparency on the way that the office, Bureau de Vote, the Bureau of Elections, the voting polls are managed.
Transparency is becoming critical in creating the legislative and regulatory environment to promote and grow philanthropy in this country.
You know, it used to be that without transparency, you were able to demonstrate power by hoarding knowledge. And what we're seeing, even in this room, and we've seen it very quickly with the advent of social media and other things, is that you are now able to demonstrate power by freely giving that knowledge away.
When you become transparent about your business processes, when you open those up to your donors and to your public, all of the spreadsheets and chewing gum and baling wire that you have holding together your business processes become all of a sudden under the spotlight.
Your product is the good work you do. It's not your technology infrastructure. So let the technology be standard, and then let all of your great work be the icing on the cake.
It's not about I've got to use technology, and it's not about you're going to bring about wrong change, but it is to really look at the evolution of a technology which is going to happen irrespective of whether the NGO wants to be part of it or not. At Microsoft, clearly we are in the business of making change and supporting creative, innovative individuals, organizations, and communities so that with them we can use technology to scale up that change.
You have, for example, an N10. You have a NetHope. You have Microsoft, all of which are providing opportunities for these citizen sector organizations that are having a significant impact to stay out of the business of managing technology poorly. And our opportunity, I think, is to compress the timeline that it's going to take to do that, because the opportunity costs of not doing it sooner are immense. I do believe that we can have a humane approach to how we have impact in the world while leveraging smartly the tools that are available around us. And if we don't, I think we're really missing out on an opportunity to spend more time having impact on the thing that we care about most. And the only way that we'll do that is through the smart combination of communities, the process in which they are able to interact, and the technology.